So if you haven't been living under a rock, I believe it's called Prime Minister, right? Japan has a new Prime Minister. I don't know anything about a lot of countries in terms of like the like political and like electoral structure. So I know nothing about her. I didn't even know there was a Japanese election happening. But this is Japan's new female prime minister, and she is supposed to be a hardcore nationalist. Let me look up what nationalist is. Nationalist is an advocate of or a believer in nationalism. That did not help at all. An ideology that prioritizes an individual's loyalty to a particular nation state above other interests. So like they prioritize their country above all else. So kind of like the nation of Wakanda. Like Black Panther would be a nationalist, right? He would be a nationalist. Yeah, kind of like the nation of Wakanda. I don't know why that's the comparison I made. Yeah, it seems like Black Panther would be a nationalist. Okay, her plan is to put a stop to immigration and deport all illegals in her country in Japan. Congrats to the people of Japan. Your culture is beautiful and deserves to be saved. Now, I don't know nothing about this lady. What's her name? What's her name, by the way? What's her name? What's her name? Give me a second.
との穏やかな
As for me, I want to have a calm, mutual, considerate relationship with foreigners. That seems to be the exact opposite of what I just heard. Well, she's not specifying illegal immigrants, right? Let's hear this. Let's hear her out. I want to hear her out.
お互いに思いやりを持って生きられる付き合い方はどうすればできるんか。一遍ゼロベースで
I plan to think about it from zero again. I plan to think about it from zero again because year after year the
考え
culture
るつもり
between
で
us
す。毎年毎年、私たちと、文化や何もか
and everything else is so very different, yet people are being brought
も
up
があんまりにも、違う人たちをまとめて入れていくと、いうこと。この政策は、
to keep bringing them in. This policy, we must pause and reconsider it.
一旦考え直さなあきません。経済的で、
Those who come with economic motives and claim to be refugees,
経済的な動機でやってきて難民を主張する人、
such people will be properly sent home. Also, regarding those who overstay
き
illegally,
ちんとお帰りをいただきます。また、不法滞在の、
they too will be strictly required to obey the law.
人たちにも厳格に法律を守っていただきます。私は、
As for me, I want to have a calm, mutual, considerate relationship with foreigners. Okay, the video started over. So far, she seems like a good president. Prime Minister. So far, she seems like a good prime minister. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with what she's saying. Again, this is just based off of what I've seen so far. And I didn't even get her name. What is her name? What is her name? I didn't even get a name. I didn't get her name. What is it? I don't know what her name is. But shouts out to the nation of Japan. It seems like you guys are in good hands. I wonder how the Japanese people themselves feel. Okay, so this is her name, Sanae Takaichi. Am I saying that right? Sanae Takaichi. Let me try to. Okay, now Japanese people. I am going to try to put this into Google Translate so Google Translate can pronounce it for me. If that is not the correct way of pronouncing it, please don't be mad at me. I am trying to understand, okay? I don't have any Japanese friend that I can reach out to immediately. So let's do Japanese translator. Okay, we're gonna put this here. Okay.
早苗孝一
Sanae Takaichi. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. Okay, cool. If this is not how you pronounce it, to the people of Japan, please forgive me. This is not me doing it intentionally, okay? So, Japanese Prime Minister candidate. Oh, she's a candidate? So she didn't get elected? She didn't get elected? Talks about how foreigners who stay illegally must be sent back. She also talks about rejecting people with fake refugee claims. Okay, so the thing about it, right? The reason why I believe she would be the best option. Again, I don't know what the other options are. So I am coming from a clearly inexperienced perspective, and you should take my word with a grain of salt. The reason why I believe she's a good candidate to be prime minister is simply because Japan has had, from what I've seen, a very bad influx of illegal immigrants. There have been people trying to change the Japanese culture. I've seen these videos on X about people coming into Japan with the idea of making it into a Muslim culture, you know? And I think leave Japan to be Japan, you know? It should not be changed. That Japan, every country has the right to remain itself, if that makes sense. Every country has the right to remain itself so long as it's not a violent self. But yes, I think she might be the best option. I don't know what the other options are. I want to find out more about this genuinely. Sanae Takaichi becomes prime minister. So she did become the prime minister? A strong conservative woman just crushed the woke establishment. The left is in shambles. This is the way. So she did become prime minister?
高市早苗君をもって当選者と決しました。
I have no idea what they just said. I'm presuming they just said that she won. I'm presuming that's what they just said. Why is she sitting back down? Was she just being true? Okay, I'm presuming, based off of context, if she won, she would probably be walking to the podium and like making a speech, right? So she was probably being introduced here, based off of context.
よって
Okay, wow, that was not a long video at all. Okay, let me see what Grok says. So she was elected leader of Japan's Liberal Democratic Party. Usually her ideology would be considered very conservative over here in the United States, and Republican almost. It's very interesting that over there it's considered a liberal democratic way of thinking. Okay, so she was the leader of the Liberal Democratic Party in October 4th. This was 3 days ago as of me recording this, making her the first woman in that role. She's poised to become Japan. So she's not officially. Okay, she's poised to become Japan's first female prime minister after a diet vote. What is a diet vote? I don't know what a diet vote is. Likely soon, a conservative, she admires Thatcher and focuses on security and tradition. And the post celebrates her win as a conservative victory. Okay. Interesting. I don't know much about her. I wouldn't get too excited. Okay, let me see this. Is Sanae involved with WEF? What is WEF? Yes, Sanae Takaichi is involved with the World Economic Forum. What is that? She is a graduate of the WEF Global Leaders of Tomorrow program, a predecessor to the current Young Global Leaders Initiative, which ran from 1993 to 2003 and aimed to identify and develop promising young global leaders. She participated in the 1994 cohort. Her profile appears to be WEF's official website. Her profile appears on the WEF official website, confirming her affiliation as part of the alumni network. But I still don't understand. What is the WEF? I don't understand. What is WEF? I'm curious what her stand is on digital ID. Okay, so I want to go ahead and input my opinion on digital ID. I think it was inevitable. Whenever there is freedom, there has to be some kind of policing of said freedom, Whenever there is any type of freedom, there has to be policing of said kind of freedom, or else it becomes chaos. That is the world we've reached with internet. The internet has become more and more prolific and more impactful in terms of politics, in terms of social norms, in terms of even like jurisdictions and trials and whatnot. The internet, what you say on the internet seems to matter a lot. I used to be of the idea that it shouldn't matter what you say on the internet. But because people have taken what you say on the internet with more than just a grain of salt and with actual weight to it, it only makes sense that it would be policed. Attaching your internet profile to you as a person gets rid of the anonymity. Okay, that's the reason why people have trolls and stuff like that, because they feel like they could be anonymous. You're not anonymous, and they could say whatever they want on the internet. So with the idea of digital ID, it was inevitable. Do I support digital ID? I think there is a lot of control that can come from it that is not necessary. I think there is freedom of speech becomes hindered and restricted with the idea of digital ID. However, it was inevitable that it was going to happen. So, I'm not for digital ID, but I understand why it happened. Okay, so let's look at one more post regarding this, and then we'll go ahead from there, okay? So this right here, Japan has just, okay, sorry, this might be too big for you guys. Japan has just elected its finest female prime minister. So she is elected? Okay, this was as of 4 hours ago. So she is. It says here. No, that's Wikipedia. That's not a good source. Do we have anything like up to date? This was as of 22 hours ago. Sanae Takaichi is set to become Japan's first female prime minister and faces immediate challenges. Okay, so she hasn't been officially set as prime minister yet. Okay. Okay, so right here, it seems like she responded to what Donald Trump said about her, right? But let's go ahead and finish reading what Donald Trump said, okay? So Japan has just elected its first female prime minister, a highly respected person of great wisdom and strength. This is tremendous news to the incredible people of Japan. Congratulations to all, President Donald J. Trump. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and read this. I was very pleased to receive such warm words of congratulations from Donald Trump. Truly hoping to work together with President Trump to make our nation, our alliance, the Japan-American alliance, even stronger or more prosperous, and to advance a free and open Indo-Pacific. Oh, is that what it's called? The Indo-Pacific. Interesting. Both are products of global conservative wave, though. Okay, so I'm very curious though. Is she going to win? She seems like the best option. She genuinely seems like the best option. I don't know what the other candidates are. I don't know nothing about the political spectrum or the political climate of Japan. So she just seems like the best candidate right now. So I look forward to hearing more news about this and seeing what happens.